Yeah, absolutely. So my story is long, but to give the short snap of it, basically in 1996, I was born with a super rare genetic disorder called Hanhart Syndrome, which either leaves the babies with undeveloped limbs or undeveloped organs. At the time of my birth in 1996, I was the 12th baby in medical history that they've ever seen it happen to. And out of the 12, 8 of those babies passed away due to undeveloped organs. And so before I was born, they gave me about a 30% chance to live. And my parents said, screw everybody, we're going to go for it, and we're going to focus on the 30% chance of our baby boy living. Clearly, I survived, and after the pregnancy, they did tests on my organs, and my organs came back 100% healthy. So the only thing that was affected were my limbs, and so now I'm in this unicorn body with no legs and one arm. And for the I would say, first half of my life, I was a victim in the sense of I didn't understand why I was born like this. I didn't understand why the people had to make fun of me and I had to get treated differently. I struggled with relationships. I struggled with intimacy. I struggled with feeling seen, feeling valued, all the things that everybody experiences throughout their life. And because of that pain, that was the pain that really sparked the leverage of me to shift. It was either like, hey, Nick, take your life or figure out how the psychology works. And so that's when I started diving deeper into the brain. And so at 29 years old now, I spent the past 8 years of my life studying neuroscience, neuroplasticity, cognitive behavior, inner child therapy, all of the tools that I needed to heal that little boy inside of me. And now that I've healed myself into an adult that would protect that little boy, I can now give those tools and that facilitation to other people. And so basically, from going to victor is a kid who hated himself, who didn't feel seen, didn't feel valued, to taking that pain, transmuting into something really beautiful, but dedicating the rest of his life to serving human beings, because you can see my disability, but I can't see most people's disability because it's up here. And so, I've dedicated my life to serving others, and I am now grateful for the vessel that I've been given, because it's not every day you get to see a handsome unicorn changing lives. So I'm glad to be here. That's my little snapshot of Victim to Victor. Yeah, one of the greatest quotes that you can adopt into your life is the meaning you attach to the experience becomes the experience. And as human beings, we are meaning making mechanisms. And the truth is, most of us on an unconscious level are always scanning and attaching disempowering meanings to things. And based on the meaning, you'll feel a type of way. So, for example, my body, for 19 years of my life, I thought my body was disgusting. I thought it was the biggest curse that can happen to me. And then it wasn't until I asked myself a better question where I got a better answer. And instead of asking myself what was wrong with me, I asked myself what was right with me. And I realized that if someone didn't want to do business with me or be intimate with me or have a friendship with me because of my physical body, then maybe this isn't a curse. What if the no legs of an arm is actually an authentic human filter, and it's filtering out the type of women and men that I don't want in my life anyway? And so that's an example for everybody listening, is the way that you can reframe is you can find a different meaning in it. And the truth is, there's always a better meaning, but sometimes you don't want to attach a better meaning, because that means you got to liberate yourself from your own suffering. What I hope audience take away from my speeches is awareness. You see, I always tell people inside the facilitation, I will take you only as deep as you want to go. But also, I'm not here to tell you how to live life. What I learned about the greatest communicators and the greatest leaders is they ask the right questions to lead their people to their own answers. And so all I ask for the audience is to sit there with an open mind, an open heart, and an open soul, but see where the brain goes, and see if I ask you a question that you've never been asked before that will lead you to an insight that you've never seen before. Because the healing starts with the awareness. Once you see it, you can never unsee it, and you'll never forget it. And so if something's affecting you and now you're aware of it, but you don't take action, now it's not on Nick, it's on you, because Nick already made you aware of it. So what I hope for the audience is awareness, and then most importantly, implementation. Oftentimes we think knowledge is power, but knowledge is actually potential power. The real power comes from implementation of the knowledge that you have. Everybody knows someone who knows a whole lot of knowledge, but they can't find their way out of a paper bag. It's the one who executes and the one who's implements. So what I hope for the audience is a new level of awareness and a new level of implementation, so we can introduce you to a version of yourself that you haven't met yet.